here and I'm doing the power of makeup video. I know I'm a little bit late to this party, but I still thought it would be super fun, so I'm doing it anyways. Basically, the power of makeup is going to show you half of my face done and half of my face not done, so you can see how magical makeup actually is. Now, if you guys follow me on social medias, you know that I am no stranger to going makeup free, but I was not always that way. Definitely when I was younger, I was very insecure. I couldn't even go I don't know, to 7-Eleven for a soda without putting a full face of makeup on. And I just got to a point in my life where I realized that while I do love makeup and makeup is fun and makeup makes me feel beautiful, I do not need my validation through makeup. And it's okay to have a bare face. And all of that time that I was spending putting on makeup because I was insecure, I took instead and put it into positive things like making videos for you guys, not always makeup related, and just other things in my life. I go on adventures and I travel and I hang out with my friends and I do things that the time would have been spent doing makeup instead, or hair, or trying to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Duh. So anyways, today I am going to do over-the-top full glam makeup. So I'm actually going to do more than I usually do just to really show you the impact of a full face of makeup versus a bare face. So let's do this. Okay, so to start, I'm using a primer, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers. I find that most of my problems with my face are my skin, which I find most girls also would agree with. So now I'm going to use a foundation. This is just True Match, L'Oreal True Match. You don't need expensive products all the time to have good makeup. It's more on how you apply them. I'm using a beauty blender to apply this all over my face. And I also don't like to use a ton of foundation because I do have freckles. I know that some girls like to completely cover their freckles. I like to let some of them peek through, especially around my face, because then it blends better with my neck, since my neck and my chest are freckly also. But yeah, my skin, not so much my freckles anymore, which used to bother me, but definitely uneven skin tone and sort of dullness. So I'm always doing like skin treatments and stuff to sort of try to get my skin brighter. But I love that makeup can fake it in the meantime. So I'm gonna use a little under eye concealer. And this is actually a little bit lighter than my face because I want it to make my eyes pop. Especially, crap, too much came out. Especially for pinup makeup. The point is to look really bright. I'm not doing strictly pinup makeup today because I'm trying to show you like more glam, but I'm definitely doing vintage inspired. Then I'm just gonna blend. And then because my eyes crease underneath, because I'm not a spring chicken anymore, I use a little bit of translucent powder. This is just Laura Mercier's translucent powder. There's a full list of what I use in the description below if you want links to everything. But yeah, before I set everything else, I set underneath my eyes. Otherwise, they just crease like crazy, and it's not fun for anybody. So now I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer. I don't contour on a normal basis. I do contour a little bit for photo shoots. Hey, it's got my name on it. Woo! But this is just going to show you the difference in a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of contouring versus none. So I'm doing a little bit under my cheekbones, and then I'm going to do a little bit at my temples and around my hairline. Then I'm going to use a little bit of highlighter, and this is High Beam by Benefit. And my favorite place is right here. You can also do a little bit on top of the brows and in the center of your face, and on top of the chin, and right here. It's really weird to keep this on half of my face, let me tell you. Now, I'm not a fan of the real dewy highlight. I don't want my face to actually look like shiny or oily, so that's why I do this first and then I set it with powder. So now I'm going to do some blush, and I'm using this Clinique palette, and I'm just using the darker of the two blushes. And I love blush because I feel like it puts color back in my face. I feel like a lot of girls, especially when they're starting out with makeup, they don't understand the power of blush and they skip it because they focus more on the eyes and the lips. But blush really, especially if you're using a full coverage foundation, it brings the life back into your face. So you look a little bit dead until you add your blush. And I have done a zombie pinup video, but this is not what we are going for today. Okay, so now I am using a paint pot by MAC, and I'm actually using this as a eyeshadow primer. And I like it because it's waterproof, so that's why I use it as a primer. I'm just using it in ochre. It's just a sort of yellowy flesh toned color, but it matches my skin pretty well, so I use it as a primer. And the thing that I love most about makeup is eye makeup, because I do have big eyes and big eyelids, so I feel like my eyes are like a good palette, and my eyes are really what distracts from the things that I don't like about the rest of my face, like my skin or my small lips. So I feel like my eyes have always been that thing that I can like really play up to distract from what is going on in the rest of my face. So first I'm going to take this Sugar Pill Taco, and this is just a white, and I'm going to apply it on the inner corner of my eye. Some girls apply this afterwards. I apply it first because I find that it gets a better blend versus looking like bright white. If I'm using anything shimmery, I'll apply it at the end, but this I always do first. I also like that makeup can take your face and make it look more awake, especially when you're really tired or really dehydrated. Makeup can kind of fake all of those things that you can't achieve naturally. So now I'm going to use this Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm using this brown on this end on the bottom. And this I'm just doing in my crease, and I'm just blending this really, really well, and only keeping it in the crease. If you bring it below or above your crease too much, it's just going to turn into a smoky eye. And that is not our goal. So now I am taking this Urban Decay palette, which is about 1,000,000 years old. Oh man, overboard. And I'm taking this gold color, which is called Honey. And I'm going to do this in the center of my eyelid to sort of give me some pop. And then I'm going to go back to that brown just to sort of blend over the top. Then I'm going to take the dark brown that I was using on the top, and I'm going to do it on the bottom outer corner. And just make sure you blend really, really well. Then I'm going to take some of that gold, and I'm just going to do a soft blend over the top. I do like having big eyes, so I try to stay away from putting any makeup on this part of my eyelids. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, and I'm just going to use an angled brush to fill in my eyebrows. I actually do have eyebrows, which I find is kind of rare for girls that are doing makeup on the internet, but I like actually having eyebrows because I don't do makeup every day. Most of what I do every day is BB cream and mascara, and I don't worry about my eyebrows. I found that when I didn't have eyebrows, it was just like such a time-consuming thing, because you kind of can't go outside without eyebrows because you really do look insane. So now I feel like if I go out without makeup, I still look like a normal person. I just look like a normal person without eyebrows versus, or I just look like a normal person without makeup versus looking like a weird like exorcist monster or something. I don't even know what I felt like when I didn't have eyebrows, but having them definitely helps with my self-esteem. It's weird though because I can't like play with my eyebrow shape anymore, but I also find that I'm doing my eyebrows pretty much the same way these days, so I'm not really like missing out on much by having real eyebrows. And I'm going to take a darker pencil, and I'm just going to draw a line underneath my eyebrows, and this is just going to help accentuate them. Then I'm going to take this Sweet Doodad Highbrow by Benefit, and it's just a brow highlighter. And some girls do this around their entire brow. I just like to do it around the very end, the tail, if you will. And it just helps to accentuate your brow a little bit. And I'm just going to use a concealer brush to blend that, because if you leave it like it is, you might look like a lunatic. Now, because I have real eyebrows, I have unruly eyebrows, so I always use a brow gel. If I don't color my brows in, I generally use a tinted one just to help thicken them up a little bit. But since my brows are already colored, I'm just using a clear gel right now, and this helps to keep everything in place. So now I use two different types of eyeliner. This is a waterproof one, and the reason I use this is because I have really weird watery eyes. So I use this on the inner corner of my eye, and then I finish the rest of the liner with the liner that I like the finish of. And honestly, I feel like eyeliner is really what changes a person's face. Like, especially girls that are blonde or naturally ginger, when you see them without eyeliner, they look like completely different people. I'm actually not a natural redhead, so I do have nice dark lashes and brows, but girls that don't have dark lashes and brows, when you put liquid liner on them, it's so transformative. And I'm just making this wing with the eyeshadow that I put on. You never want to put fake eyelashes on without putting on mascara, and this is just Rimmel. When I'm doing fake eyelashes, I don't use expensive mascara because I feel like it's kind of a waste of money. But you do want to make sure you coat your lashes so that your real ones blend in with the fakes. And don't forget these little guys. And I'm going to do a little bit of black liner. This is just Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics black liner. I'm going to do a little bit on my inner waterline, or I guess my lower waterline, And I'm just using Ardell's, and these are 101 Demis. I'm just using shorter lashes today because, I don't know, because I feel like it and I'm the boss of me. Lashes are another one of those things that I feel like are very transformative to a face. I know a lot of girls are getting lash extensions. I wear way too much liquid liner to ever do lash extensions because you have to be really delicate with them. But I love them, and they really do change your eyes. And guess what, guys? I wasn't recording while I was doing my lips, but here they are. Basically what I did was I used Gwen Stefani's lip liner in 714 and Smashbox lipstick in Bang Bang, and I do overline just a tiny bit. I don't even consider it overlining because I'm just kind of drawing right over the top of my line. I guess that's overlining, but I don't like to go too far with it because I feel like, especially with little lips like mine, it looks insane. But as you can see, that does make a big difference having lipstick on, because I don't really have a lot of color to my lips, so lipstick really changes my face. And I do like to use lip liner with the liquid lipstick because this is a little bit waxy, so it adds a little bit of moisture so that it's not so drying. But that's it, guys. That's my power of makeup video. I am finished, and you can tell how different I look, just as everyone does, with and without makeup. Hopefully you guys found this useful. If you guys want to see any other common tag videos, let me know and I'll try my best to do them. And I'll see you guys next time.